Welcome to another episode of UJ Sport on UJTV. My name is Collen, and today we're coming live from the UJ Athletics Stadium right here in Westdean. Of course, the university is hosting the ASA Grand Prix 2 for the year 2025. The first one took place in Tshwane last week, and that's where Ayanda Walaza from Tshwane University of Technology broke the 10-second record, and he was trending all over the social media right here in South Africa. We are going to see how the UJ athletes respond to that. So we've got the likes of Tsibo Matsuso in the 100-meter sprint. He's going to obviously compete with Ayanda Walaza, who's present here today. And in other events, we've got Sabelo Dlamini, who's going to run the 400 meters hurdles. We've got Udeme Ogon in the 400-meter sprint. And of course, other events like your long jump with Mahlatsi Tombeni, Shelly Nekubui, Life Pillay, Naeem Razak and the likes, and many more athletes from the University of Johannesburg. So with me is two UJ student athletes. Of course, they just finished competing. I've got Desiree van Wyk as well as Collen Ryan, right? Yeah. How did you feel about your race?
I could have done better. It's not my season best, but I was a bit tired after CJHMs on the weekend, but there's still much more to work on and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So there's quite a number of few events that are still going to take place now. Which one are you looking forward to seeing, and who are you supporting?
I'm definitely looking forward to the 100 meter, and I will be supporting Omanyala. I know he's not a South African and I should be supporting Bradley, but Omanyala is a good friend of mine and I'm looking forward to see him run.
Okay. Cool. And how do you feel about today's event here happening right at your training ground?
Amazing. It's good to compete at home because you compete here every single day. So, yeah, you basically have somewhat of an advantage. Yeah.
Last week, of course, you were running in the CGAs, and today we've got the Grand Prix. The stadium is packed. Everyone is on TV today. What does this give you when you see the fans filling up the stands today?
It's actually amazing support because sometimes I feel like track and field, we don't get the recognition. But today, obviously, there are international athletes as well. But local, we are supported. So it's good.
So the students that I've spoken to earlier, they're talking about competing to qualify for international events that are going to happen later this year. Is there any specific one that you are targeting yourself?
I would say that would be a dream, obviously Worlds, that's going to happen in Tokyo, but we're a bit too far from that, but yeah, that would be a dream one day, yeah.
I have another UJ student athlete here, Monique Sakarombe, who just ran the 400-meter sprint, and she ran a personal best this year. How do you feel about that?
I'm so excited. I mean, it wasn't as planned, but despite the weather conditions, I'm just proud of myself. Coming back with the PB, that was really amazing. And in all the preparations that we've done, I'm glad that I had to come back with this type of time. And, as long as we continue working, we're going to get better.
Your preparations coming into this event, of course, you guys follow a very rigorous and robust training schedule. So what are some of the things that you're working on preparing for this event, and how did you see yourself executing those?
Well, looking at the fact that I had more of the insurance part, this off-season it was mostly about working on my speed. So I had to work on my speed. The past 2 weeks we've been preparing, we need to work on my speed more. And so far it has been going exceptionally wonderful. It's been going great with the speed work and the executions as well. We had to make sure that we put in the speed. Monday sessions, we had to make sure that the speed, sled, strength, everything, we had to make sure that we get all of that in before we get to the competition. Yeah, thank you.
A lot of students are preparing for the University Sports South Africa Championships coming up in July, and almost every student wants to see themselves there. And what are your ambitions regarding that?
I mean, it would be really amazing to qualify for that. But we look at also the certain competitions that will be coming up. I mean, everything we leave it in the hands of the Lord. If by that time we get the good times, I mean, it'll be perfect to qualify for that also.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right. That was Monique Sakarombe, a UJ student athlete. Of course, is looking forward to seeing some of the UJ student athletes competing here, and she's going to be running in the University Sports South Africa Championships later this year in July. We are having a good time here at the UJ Athletics Stadium. Of course, with me is another UJ student athlete, Jovial Mbisha. She just finished running the women's 200-meter sprint finishing in second position there. And of course, coming in first position is another UJ student athlete, Shelly Nekubui. How do you feel about your race?
I feel great. I'm super ecstatic. Just happy to be able to run. It's been a tough season, so at this point, every race that I get to run, I just give grace to God. It makes me happy. And I was a split close to my PB, so I don't know. All I can be is happy and grateful to God. Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of students, of course, they are preparing to qualify to run the nationals coming up in May. And of course, we're still looking forward to the USAs that are coming up in July. And I couldn't help but also ask some of the students that came before here about the World Student Games that are coming up in later in the year in Germany. Are you preparing for that? Do you want to see yourself qualify, and what do you do to get there?
100%. I'm definitely aiming for that. That is something to look forward to. As you know, like with World Students, it ends with the age of 26, and I'm turning 25 this year. So I definitely want to do my big one at World Students. I'm excited for USAs. Obviously, every race we prepare for the next race to get better. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. Super excited to be competing at the USAs to qualify for World Student Games. Yeah.
We still have a few other athletes going to run for the University of Johannesburg, of course, tonight. And who do you look forward to seeing?
I'm looking forward to see Sabelo in the 400-meter hurdles. He's looking good. One of my training partners as well. And then obviously Tebo Matoso in the 100-meter. He must bring it home and represent UJ as we on our home turf. Yeah.
Thank you for your time and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. That was Jovial Mbisha, who just ran the 200-meter sprint, and she finished in second position, of course. She's been doing really good over the years, representing South Africa and the university on the international stage. The last time she competed was in the FISU World Student Games in China. And of course, they won a bronze medal there. So yeah, we're having a good time here at the UJ Athletics Stadium. We hope that you are enjoying this if you're watching on TV, just as we do here. Let's go.
Hashtag UJ all the way.
Yeah, man, we're having a good time here at the UJ Athletics Stadium, and I hope that you are having a good time watching some of the students talk about the things that they love as well.